Welcome to this session. In this session, we're going to look at number operations. So the first lesson will be additional fractions. So let's start. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. So by the end of this lesson, we will be able to add fractions with the same denominators. Also, we'll be adding a whole number to a fraction. Then we add fractions with mixed denominators. Then we add mixed fractions. So let's move on. Adding fractions with the same denominators. Given that a over b plus c over b, these fractions are with the same denominators. So we add the numerators all over the denominators. Let us check an example. Example, simplify 4 over 7 plus 1 over 7 plus 2 over 7. So if you check this, the denominators are the same, 7, 7, 7. So what you have to do is that we add the numerators, which are 4, 1, 2. So solving this fraction, which is 4 over 7 plus 1 over 7 plus 2 over 7, will be equal to 4 plus 1 plus 2 all over 7, because denominators are the same. So 4 plus 1 will be 3 plus 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. So we get 7 over 7, which will give us 1 whole. So I hope we are getting something. So when we are given a fraction with the same denominators, we add the numerators over the denominator, that common denominator. So let's move on. So when we have a fraction and a whole number, and we are adding, what are we going to do? So adding fraction to a whole number. So giving Q plus P over R, we have to multiply the denominator by the whole. Then we add it to the denominator all over the denominator. So I repeat, we have to multiply the denominator by the whole, then we add it to the numerator all over the denominator. Let us check an example. So we have evaluate 5 plus 3 over 4. So what we have to do is that we multiply 5 by 4 this way, then we add it to 3 all over 4. So that is what we have here. So it's 5 times 4 plus 3, which is what? The numerator over the denominator, which is 4. So we get 5 times 4 is 20 plus 3 over 4. So 20 plus 3 is 23 over 4. So when we have a whole number and a fraction to solve, you multiply the denominator of the fraction by the whole number plus the numerator over the denominator. Then adding fractions with mixed denominators. Adding fraction with mixed denominators. First step, find the LCM of the denominators. Divide the denominators by the LCM and multiply the results by the numerators. Add or subtract the numerators all over the LCM, which is the least common multiples. Further reduce your answer into the lowest form. We have an example here. Simplify 3 over 4 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 16. Having 3 over 4, 1 over 2 plus 1 over 16. LCM, the least common multiple of 4, 2, and 16 will be 16. So multiples of 4 will be 4, 8, 12, 16. Multiples of 2 will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Multiples of 16 will be 16. So the common and the least one is 16. So the LCM is 16. 16 divided by 4 will be 4. So 4 times 3. Then 2 goes to 16, it will be 8. So this 1, which is the numerator, times the 8, which is 1 times 8. 16 goes to 16 is 1. 1 times 1 is here. Then we multiply. 3 times 4 will give us 12. 1 times 8 will give us 8. 1 times 1 is 1 all over 16. Then we add, we have 12 plus 8 plus 1, which will be 21 over 16. Then you further reduce it. 16 goes to 21 is 1 whole. Remainder 5 over 16. So when 16 people are sharing 21 items, they will get 1 each, which is 1 whole. Then to be remainder 5, and the 5 the same 16 people will share. That is what is 1 whole number 5 over 16. Thank you. Let's move on. Then when we are adding fractions with mixed fractions, what should we do? We change all mixed fractions into improper fractions. Then you find the LCM of the denominators. We divide the denominators by the LCM, multiply the result by the numerators. We add or subtract the numerators all over the LCM. Then we further reduce our answer. Let's look at an example. An example: 3 whole number 1 over 4 plus 4 whole number 2 over 3 plus 1 over 2. So we change all the mixed fraction, which is 3 whole number 1 over 4, 4 whole number 2 over 3. So changing it to be 4 times 3 plus 1, which is 13 over 4. And here we have 4 times 3 plus 2, which is 14 over 3 minus 1 over 2. So the LCM, find the LCM of 3, 4, 3, and 2. The LCM will be 12. Let's convert to 12. Dividing by the LCM. So for 12 divide 4, it will be 3. So 3 times 13, which is the numerator here. Then 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 14, which is the numerator here. Then 2 goes to 12. It will be 6. 6 times 1, which is the numerator here. Then we multiply. 13 times 3 is 39. 4 times 14 is 56. 1 times 6 is 6. So 39 plus 56 minus 6 will give us 89 over 12. So if you further reduce it, we get 7 whole number 5 over 2. So that is how we add and subtract fractions with mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is a fraction with a whole and a fraction. So how do we apply ourselves to the mathematical knowledge? So apply yourself to mathematical knowledge. Please, step 1, please copy the example 5 times in your own book. The example we have solved. Copy only the question and simplify it yourself. Check the answer. If the answer is correct, move on. Now try this. Try 2 whole number 1 over 2 minus 1 over 8 plus 4 whole number 2 over 3 the answer will be CSO number 17/24. So check it. If it is okay, keep on practicing. So thank you. I hope you really enjoyed this lesson. Move on and keep on doing further exercise. Thank you.